Welcome to DragonLand, the podcast where today we're going to talk some shit. Oh, where you see my belly every time I lean back.
Yo, big here.
Shit. Damn, I gave myself the squeaky chair. I was trying to give you the squeaky chair.
Well, you know, I can make it squeak if you want.
No.
Okay.
I think I'm just fat.
Okay.
You're the one that gave me that gummy. Now I'm going to be silly, man.
Oh, you fucked up. It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid.
A hybrid of what? What a...
I don't know. These companies always fucking saying it's hybrid, blue razzed. No one knows what they are.
No one ever knows.
Fucking tastes like garbage anyway.
Introduce yourself, bro.
Oh, what's up? This is Tyno The Southern Rican, 1/3 of Shades Apollo, producer, Gutter Searcher Entertainment founder. You already know what it is. Hey, if you listen to Kasik, if you listen to Big Judas, you can thank me for the most part. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Nah, I'm making the beats though. Pretty much it. I produce, I mix. I rapped for a long time. We can get into... Oh, what's up? Okay.
Yeah.
I want to say I started writing rhymes at 8th grade.
So, hold on. Which one came first? Producing or rapping?
Rapping for sure.
Rapping came first?
For sure. Absolutely. I guess I've always been into music, but like rapping, in terms of hip hop, yeah, definitely rapping. I had to produce because I had no other choice. At least I felt like that, you know?
Yeah, I feel you. Okay. So let's get into how you became a producer. What was the circumstances? You say you have to.
So I want to say I didn't really know how to find beats, and I didn't really know the legalities and all this shit. Yeah. And I was scared. Now I don't give a fuck. But
around what year?
Oh, see. At that point, I want to say 10th grade, 10th, 11th. That's gonna be 2014. Maybe 2015, around there, I started making beats. But like, it was really like not in my fucking... I didn't do it every day.
Yeah.
It's not something I liked. I prefer to just, put on a beat and just rap like every other fucking rapper.
Of course.
Exactly. Yeah. Type beats, all that shit,
Damn. It's so funny because I was doing the same exact thing, but rock at that time.
Okay.
At the same exact time, that's when I actually doubled down. I got an iMac.
But you played an instrument.
I bought them and then I learned to play the music that I wanted to make, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
So I know a lot of power chord. Like I wanted to do punk, so
I get you. You don't need to learn anything with punk.
Nah. So I know open power chords, chugging.
I'm a punk fan. I know.
Oh yeah. And Logic comes with a AI drummer. It's always had that, even back then. So you can sync it to how you are playing, and it'll come up with drum patterns. And the level of complexity that it was doing back then, bro, made me sound like I was in a whole band. And I'm like, yo, what the fuck? Like,
yeah, like, so it's almost like a link and shit. The AI shit's kind of scary though,
bro. Oh god,
I bet now it's just like.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm gonna get into that a little bit later.
Okay.
Later.
Okay. Go ahead.
So yeah. Okay. No. So let's go back. Out of the necessity. So it was around 2014,
2015. I didn't know a lot of producers.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna meet someone that does music, they're probably gonna do the fun part.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So like, there's like 20 rappers in a fucking building.
God.
Usually one producer. If there is a producer.
It bothers me. And then nobody's an A&R. No one's a manager. No, like, it's like, how are we gonna make it? But we're not triggering the actual things that the business needs. Like,
absolutely, yeah. I fucking, I want to say around 2014, 2015, I had met who would eventually become my mix engineer, Colton Daly, which, by the way, shout out to Colton Daly. He helped mix for a lot of Shades Apollo shit. He helped my first 2 projects. Without him, I wouldn't understand how to rap or whatever, at least in the studio. Because rapping in the street is completely fucking different than rapping on the goddamn studio, bro.
Now you're an instrument.
Yeah.
And you're
I realize I'm insignificant, really, to the whole entire project.
No.
We're all insignificant comparatively. Yeah, sure, the voice is good, but like, you're nothing without your band.
That's facts.
And unfortunately,
that's 100%. That's why my rock music wasn't able to take off, because when people found out I wasn't in a band, they're like, "How are you doing this?" And I'm like,
well, you know,
like the computer. Oh, you suck! Get the fuck out of here!
You didn't make the chords.
Yeah. Oh, yep. I'm like,
you can't even fucking sing. Like, I bet that shit happened too.
Oh,
you use auto-tune?
Oh my god, all the time. And I used to use auto-tune back then. I would use auto-tune for my cleans, and then I would scream and do like crazy shit like that.
Exactly.
Damn. Okay, so you met Colton.
Yeah.
Now you have a mix engineer. You're making beats.
Well, when I met him, and this, I'm sure you got this before. When I met him, when he said an engineer, my dumb ass said, "Oh, so you're like a producer?" You know?
Yes.
And he's like, "No, there's a difference." And he goes through this entire. He's a very, very technical person. He's really intelligent. And he tells,
I need to meet this man.
You do.
I need to meet this man.
You know, we talked about it. We said maybe he should come through to at least meet you and like give you some pointers.
Yeah.
He's that nigga, bro.
And I was telling my girl, it's funny, I was telling my girl this morning, it's like, I'm more of a producer. I only know engineering out of necessity.
Exactly. But mix engineer, he's been doing it, I don't know how many years, but he got books on this shit. He be reading it. He be showing me shit. He be listening to music. So this is how it happened, right?
Yeah.
So I met my mix engineer because this is kind of really what the startup. At this point, I'm already rapping. I'm showing people my bars.
Okay.
Kasik isn't rapping. We tried it, but it wasn't really for him at the moment.
Yeah.
And Judas, he wasn't rapping either. And they support me. My niggas will get around me, and I'll just rap on the street, and they're like, they're supporting, you know.
Yeah, they're hyping you up.
Exactly.
That's what's up. That's
Hector,
awesome.
Alejandro, Big Judas, Kasik. All 5 of us would just be in Columbia Ave, just walking around and shit, going to the comic book store.
Whole squad. That's awesome.
Whole squad, man. Yeah. So I met Colton at school. At this point, he tells me he's an engineer. After him explaining it, I kind of got it. Okay, so you record me and you make the shit sound better.
Yes.
Okay, that's all I need to know.
Yes.
The problem is I don't have a beat. Yeah. You know, so the first time I went to his crib, I had made a beat, and it was like a song about my father, my relationship with him.
Okay.
And right now, the more improved version ended up on Disconnected. But before, it's called Chulo. But before all that, it was a way different song, way different verse. Okay. Just had some parts. And bro, I'm gonna say right now, homie, that session, I was completely unprepared.
True, yeah.
The beat, he's like, separate your fucking stems. What is a stem? You know, I did this shit.
That was the learning experience.
Exactly. FL Studio Mobile. I got that shit, bro. Ooh. And this is like the older version, back on the iPad Mini. There's no updates on that shit no more. The last update on that was like 2016. So that FL Studio was mad old, right?
Damn.
So we go record that shit. Shit went garbo. The kicks were all messed up. It's not even his fault. I just give him a bad beat. And then my rapping is also not there because I never rapped on a mic before.
And honestly, at that time, the technology wasn't there, man.
No, he was doing it off a laptop.
Yeah.
Speakers. I don't even know all that tech.
He probably had Pro Tools.
No, he was using fuck. I actually forgot what it was, but it wasn't Pro Tools. It wasn't Logic for sure. I think it was Reaper, bro.
He was using Reaper.
I think it was Reaper because, bro, we're kids. We're still young.
Yeah,
you know?
No, but I remember because I used Reaper. It was free, but it was one of the better free ones.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I remember Reaper. I remember I was doing rock. Reaper is for rock.
Exactly.
So I used Reaper for a while. I used FL for a while. Oh, it's so crazy, bro.
Exactly. So that session didn't go out well, and Colton and I at the very moment, we were cool, but we weren't that cool. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that session went out, and I, didn't really like focus on music so much at that moment. And then I saw him again. It was senior year. We had the creative writing class, and we got lunch together.
Okay.
At that moment, I had already started working with Duo. Yeah. I'm putting his name out here, not to diss him, but to show appreciation where due is due. You know what I'm saying? So, homie, this guy, I used to go to school with him. He in my junior year, he had a class with me, and this is the time where I kind of knew Colton. We went to go ahead and work on this music shit because he knew I rapped. I knew he rapped. He showed me some shit on SoundCloud. I'm like, okay, I don't know any of this shit. Maybe this nigga can teach me, right?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we go. He lived across the. He lived across the street from me. I'm on Lake Tivoli. He lived in some townhomes right by the crack houses that are like, you know, they used to be crack houses. Right now, I'm pretty sure they're okay. They still look like crack dens, but
this is in North Kissimmee, right?
This is so we so yeah, like, you know, Central Avenue Elementary. Okay, right. We're right around there.
Oh yeah, it still looks the same.
Yeah, well, you know, yeah, Central Avenue Elementary used to be Kissimmee High School back in like the 50s or 40s, which was a segregated black school. Our neighborhood has changed, and realistically, is more Latino at this point.
Oh yeah,
yeah, but like, you know, yeah, there's still North Kissimmee historically.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. So I go across the street. And I, you know, Duo's over there. This motherfucker's shirtless, just waiting for me, all fucking, you know, confidence, like, what's up, bro? We go in. I'm seeing niggas getting their haircuts in the fucking garage and shit. Yo. I go upstairs, and man had just, it looked like these speakers. And to me, I don't know what I was looking at the moment. So I'm like, okay, speakers, cool. He had this shit right here, the Akai, and then the Scarlet, but not the 2i. It's just the one.
The one? Okay.
It's the one.
The solo.
Yeah, the solo. There you go. Yeah. And I remember he had like a little tiny closet. What's the name of that fucking movie? Is it Hustle and Flow?
Hustle and Flow?
Hustle and Flow, the coffee shits.
Don't push that shit out, man.
Oh, exactly. That movie. Everywhere here, and the fucking, that shit, the filter and the mic.
Okay.
Shit is in the closet. The closet that you kind of roll upwards.
Yeah.
Not the one. Yeah.
No, at least he put the effort in to make it in the closet. That's awesome.
To figure it out, yeah. Yo. And bro, he said, all right, here's a song. We're going to write together. This man took longer than me. But the thing is that I realized something. He was writing songs. I wasn't. I had raps. I had bars.
Yes.
And I'm thinking I'm going in there to rap a verse. Don't worry about the concept.
Yeah.
And he's so worried about the concept, and we're going back and forth on songs. I realized something that I thought would take like an hour took like 4 hours, and it's not even completed.
I know what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
It becomes a lot more work.
Yeah, and he's trying to make beats and shit and trying to show me, and I'm just not getting the grasp of it.
Yeah.
So at that point, I got to Colton again. I tried to link him up with Duo, but at the same time, I've been chilling with Colton, and he's been teaching me mixing. We're getting in the car.
Okay.
We're listening to all these albums, great albums in high school, bro. We had the 2 albums we listened to the most was 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That came out 2014, of course. And then To Pimp a Butterfly. And bro, he showed me Rage Against the Machine. Ooh. The first album. He was so fucking anal because he bought the 20th anniversary remastered, and I had the original.
Okay.
Because we had CDs in this whip.
Yeah.
We had CDs. I had a collection of CDs. And bro, we would talk about all this music shit. And I remember this motherfucker pulled up and said, yo, can I give you the remaster and get the original, what was the name of the mix engineer? Andy Warhol? Not Andy Warhol. That's not his name. So, Andy Wallace or some shit like that.
Okay.
Yeah. And because he loves that guy. He was
so he preferred the original over the remaster.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even notice it.
Yo, well, he's an engineer.
He knows.
Yeah, dude.
It's magic.
Yes.
Kasich used to call him the wizard.
Yo, that's amazing.
Yeah.
See, that's the level I've been taking a little break producing other people because that's what I'm focusing on is polishing up my technicals, figuring out those fundamentals and really like drilling them into my brain and practice. I have so much just scratch shit just because I was just trying a new technique.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I'll show you a couple of beats after this.
Okay, yeah, sure, go ahead. But you know, at this point, you know, Colton and I were bonding over music, and this is something like a journey to us.
Yeah,
I think that was really important, you know.
Oh,
I went through this whole of just showing him a bunch of hip hop and some albums I'm wanting him to be happy about, and he just hates it. Like one of the best albums, the most important albums. Kasich will say it too. Is Capital Punishment by Big Pun. that matters to us: the lyricism, the skill, the technique, and also the
Big
content.
Pun, he's a legend.
Fucking
Big
legend.
Pun's a legend.
Big Pun's my biggie. Straight up. Big Pun's the biggie for us. Yeah.
Word. I feel that. Feel that.
Unfortunately, though, he didn't like the album because he said the mix is so awful. And you know what? As I get older, I started realizing, oh, you know what? I can see that.
Yes.
But if you look at it as a hip hop track, this man's a GOAT. I don't give a shit.
Yes, of course, because we're not listening to the quality. We're listening to the music.
Yeah, like, oh, why You Ain't a Killer has so much fucking reverb in his verse. It sounds, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, what? I don't even know what reverb is.
Yeah, I know. Oh my God, I know exactly what he's talking about.
I know what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm saying back in the day.
But I know what he means because I feel I was doing the same. I was listening to older Lil Wayne and Drake music. Bro, those mixes are so trash.
Exactly.
Trash, but the songs are so good.
Exactly.
I'm like, yo, how do they get away with this back then?
The execution sometimes wasn't there, but the idea is so strong.
So fucking strong.
You keep it.
But it only shows that they blew up before they understood the technical aspects of it. You know, they were also really fucking young.
I mean, it was back in the early 90s.
Yeah, so it's almost like
late 90s, I'm sorry.
It's like imagine when we started in 2014, we blow up in 2016. We had that type of quality.
Exactly.
We're making fire ass fucking songs, but the quality ain't there.
Yeah, you know, you look at Kendrick Lamar before Overly Dedicated, and then you look at Pip.
Yeah,
and it's completely, I'll pick Pip any day. But, you know, he got big from there first, you know?
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Damn.
So basically, at that point, you know, I remember one day I was getting, you know, fed up with Duo because, you know, shit's just not going out right. He's making songs. I'm on him. He doesn't drop them, or he drops them, but then takes them out. But I don't understand how SoundCloud is like. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. A lot of SoundCloud artists do that. Yeah. You know, but without the communication, I'm feeling some type of way.
Yeah, but they only do that because of insecurity, man.
Yeah, you know.
There's
exactly.
no other real reason.
As insecure that some people can feel, I'm sure Kasik and I definitely feel insecure about some songs. But I show it. It's there. Yeah. I'm not saying I'm release while I'm insecure. I'm releasing it strong, but even if I'm improving every day, you know, and I want people to see my growth. I'm not hiding for nothing.
No, for sure.
So, but as far as that shit goes, Colton looked at me after going through so much music. He says, you know what? You want to go back to the crib? Like right after school, it's like, we're going to go ahead, put up this instrumental. It was some French underground instrumental. Some dude talking to French at the beginning, and then it's just some old school beat. And I rap my shit. I remember the verse. It's super lyrical, spiritual shit, and it really, I cringe every day, but I have the mix.
That's a little of a trend, man. So I've done a couple of these interviews with other people, and that's a trend that I've noticed. When we first start, we need to pour our hearts out because we're artists. That's just what needs to happen.
Exactly,
man. But
oh shit, one more thing, I can't leave him out. Shout out to Dre Ponda. He was actually the first I ever done any music with. Okay. Completely forgot with him. Dre Ponda. I'm back in freshman year, and homie is learning, but man, do we have nothing. We had a monitor. I want to say a monitor about the size. You know, those 90s monitors, basically.
Yeah. Like a computer monitor?
Yeah, 90s computer monitor. And we're carrying that monitor because I didn't have a monitor, but I had like a hard drive, like a really old-fashioned hard drive.
I've done all this. That's why I'm laughing.
Exactly. I don't know if you know. Do you know? I don't know the end of Dyer Boulevard. You know where that street is?
Okay, yeah.
So Dyer Boulevard on Columbia and Dyer, there's like an alleyway that goes from Dyer all the way to basically Lake Tivoli, the bridge, the Kissimmee Bridge.
Okay,
that's fucking a bit of a walk, I guess, right? And in the hot sun, is big. I want to say big. He's the tallest motherfucker I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Big dude comes out with not his baby mama, the girlfriend he's dating who has a baby, had the stroller with the monitor and the gear. Yo. And we walked in that hot sun all the way to my crib.
That's beautiful.
It had to be a bike from Walmart. Shit was like $10, I think. This is back in, 2014. 2014. Yeah, 2014. Bro. Homie,
amazing.
We didn't have a filter, so we had like a shoebox.
Oh,
and we put the mic in there. And it's not like we cut the shoebox and put it in. No, we just kind of like, you know. And there's no stand. I'm kneeling down.
Yeah.
And bro, I have some of the fucking old demos from 2014. It is some of the worst things I've ever heard in my ears.
Dude,
bro.
it's just you put it in a shoebox.
A shoebox.
That is, you might as well have just held it.
I might as well have held it, but there was no filter, and I was like, "Bro, it sounds bouncy from the."
Of course.
We were so, bro. Hey, he how he mixed.
That's amazing.
How he mixed his songs. Free trials. I don't know how Mixcraft.
Mixcraft.
Have you heard that one?
Shit, I've heard of that one.
Yeah, Mixcraft.
That's back in the day.
Dre Ponder now, he don't live here no more. But shout out to him. He's doing good. He's still making beats. So is Duo. He's making songs, making beats. Hey. But Dre Ponder, shout out to you. And Matt Power to you, homie.
Hit me up if y'all want to be on the podcast, especially if y'all stay where we stay.
Exactly. You know. But yeah, in terms of this music shit, it's a learning curve. A big learning curve, you know?
Dude, and Rick Rubin is like, oh, I learned something the other day. It's like, what the fuck? We'll
never stop learning.
No, you're never, because our technology is evolving so much, man. Mm-hmm. What?
Yeah,
I heard of a declipper, and it takes distortion out of
vocals, right?
Yeah, out of a clipped signal.
So it
could be any signal that's clipped.
Doing something like that was probably the most impossible thing back in the day.
It literally, because that shit just honestly really didn't exist. You had to know what you were doing because the tools that we had back then, I remember, like, there was no sample packs. You couldn't go to YouTube and type in tight beats. Really, there were no. If you did find them, the converters, so the YouTube to MP3 or wave converters, would ruin the fucking quality. So by the time you even get to record a song, like, it just sounds like shit. So you're like, I have no other choice but to buy instruments and try to learn how to fucking create actual shit.
Absolute word. And now there's applications that are just like,
dude, there's MIDI files where if you like the sample, you can transform it into a MIDI, and then you can put it in the computer, and then you can literally just manipulate the chords, the progression, the whole entire thing.
Crazy shit.
So like, you can have a fire ass thing and take a couple of shits out. Now it's your melody. Boom.
Exactly, bro.
And it's like, what?
I mean, I bet back in like the 50s or 40s, they was, man, I wish there was a way we could just find the BPM of this. Something so, and then he goes, all right, Bob, go ahead, start clapping. Clap. All right, I think it's this.
Yeah. No, and that was their BP, that was their metronomes, was just really feeling each other. That's why music sounds so different back then.
Yeah.
Music sounds, because nobody was ever on time. Like, that's why I don't get how some people chop up samples that aren't in time and get them in time. That shit fucking blows my mind. I can do some sample chopping, but nothing crazy. I don't know.
I depend on a lot of applications. I'm gonna say that much, and I depend on knowing the BPMs. But yeah,
of course,
there's always some way you can do creative.
I can't live without that shit. Like, before I start any track, I'm putting the BPM. I make sure, like, what is the key of this? Like,
exactly.
Yeah, I need to know all of this shit.
So you know just as much as probably more than I, because I see you doing the most improvement. Fucking, what's it called? There's a learning curve to this shit,
dude. It's insane, right? I've been dealing with lighting, trying to figure out how to up the quality a little bit, and I was like, oh, I've just been putting the lights in the wrong spots.
Word.
I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's like experimentation.
Yeah, man.
But we at that point, senior year passed. I already meet other people, other artists that I just genuinely got to vibe with, you know. But like, I realized that people aren't so serious because they're not doing the things. They say, oh, I do it, but they don't really do it. They don't really like take the time to be like, all right, what do I want to do with this talent?
Yeah,
do I want to put it into demos? Do I want to try to have a plan, or just do it? Just don't act like you're doing it. And 2 years later, you have nothing recorded, you know?
Dude, that shit bothers me, because then it's like, no, don't say that you are this type of artist. No, you're not.
Where exactly?
That is a hobby.
Exactly. So at this point, Duo and I, we're at this. Duo works with Colton more, but there's like a disagreement, some shit, and then we start working with Duo. I'm still with Colton, but didn't really like we didn't really know how to approach, because every time I want to record something, I didn't have some shit right, and he already got burnt out by Duo, so he ain't want to work no more like that.
I feel that.
So I'm like, damn, I lost my engineer. What am I about to do? So for like about a year-ish, I want to say a year-ish, 2017 to 2018, I'm with Kasik. And Kasik, at this point, he's starting to get into the rapping a little bit more. Hey. So is Judas.
Okay.
But Kasik, it took him a while. It's like, I like this shit, but I don't know how to go at it. I like the lyricism. He writes some songs, and I tell him, you're on your way. You're just not there yet. Yeah. And that's the most, to me, I can see that being pretentious. And I ain't trying to be pretentious, but I don't know how to tell an artist how to fix your shit when I'm still trying to figure out myself. Like figure out how to, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even have an album, so I don't even have like a full-on project or really just songs. How can I tell someone how to be an artist when I myself am not an artist?
Yeah. But you were already thinking like a producer.
Yeah, at that point, I don't even get to talk about the production. At that point, beats are going full hedge. I'm learning though.
Yes.
I'm on GarageBand, on my iPad mini, and I'm making beats. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I ain't sampled for a while. I think in my first project, the only sample I really have besides voices and shit, beat wise, is literally just I think a Biggie sample.
Nice.
But that still was mainly vocals. I tried to manipulate it to go to the hook. And that was on the song Daughter Day. And then the other song, fucking God, I'm drawing blanks here. The other song, Nicole, at the very ending, there's like a quick noom. I just grabbed that and sampled it, but that was from an MF Doom song.
Oh, okay, that's fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
And so I didn't know how to sample. Everything else, I did myself. I made my own beats. I made my own drums. I made my own synthesizers. Was it good? No. There was a lot of problems.
Of course.
Bro, I didn't have hooks, but I had places for hooks.
Yeah.
Dumb as shit.
No, bro, I feel you. Because, again, that learning curve, everybody just talks about how amazing music is. They don't talk about how fucking difficult it is to actually achieve.
Sit down, figure it out. Do I like it? Is this going to make me $1 million? No, it's not.
Nope.
None of it's probably going to make you $1 million. And then you worry about that shit. Giving up. Oof. Giving up is probably the most hardest thing ever, bro. So like, I get
trust me.
Yeah.
It gets easier with age.
It gets easier with age because you stop doing it out of the pressure and you start doing it out of the art.
Yes.
And for me, with fucking Kasik, by 2018, he listened to all this music. He was inspired. He went through some shit, and I feel like he found what he was looking for. That is experiences and figuring out how to craft a song, how to craft good verses. By the time that rolled in, I'm working on Disorder. He comes in, does a song, and Judas is writing. He's just writing. He has a lot of songs written, but he doesn't really share like that. And at that point, bro, that's when Shades Apollo started forming.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, exactly. We had like another guy who might have been part of it, but things didn't go out, the way it's supposed to.
Of course. Dude, it usually doesn't. Usually doesn't. And it's the ones willing to adapt with as you start figuring out whose role is what in this team. That's the hardest part, and that's what can make him that's what makes and breaks every group, I feel.
And shout out to Kasik, shout out to Big Judas, and also shout out to our newest Gutter Central Entertainment artist. He was here last week, 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Sid Cypress,
Last
bro. Last podcast.
Hell
he produced an album for him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm gonna plug that shit again.
Exactly. Word. At that point, man, though, we've been working on music since. I mean, with Kasik, he's always writing. For me, it's more like, okay, I gotta make beats for everyone.
Yeah.
I gotta mix whenever I can because Judas don't mix. I gotta think about myself. At this moment, I don't know how much you have. You probably have a lot. But for me, I'm projects, not by songs, projects.
Oh my God, projects! Don't even tell me. It makes me want to throw up.
Three that's already released. My shit. By the way, I have a project, Dysphoria.
Hey, nice plug.
Yeah, Dysphoria. Go check it out. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Best fucking album I made. But Dysphoria, Disorder, Disconnect. That's 3 Shades of Paulo's projects. All 3 of them. I fucking did all the beats. I mastered all of them, but I didn't mix all of them. Some of them Colton did. By the way, Colton mixed all of my projects except for Dysphoria. So that's 3 and 3. That's 6.
Yeah.
I'm right now I'm doing Kasik's project. Mainly I produced everything. That's 3. That's 1 released, 2 unreleased.
God damn.
And then I got Big Judas. I didn't do all of his songs. I mixed everything, I recorded everything, and I mastered everything.
So not only are you making crazy music, but you have a real catalog.
Yeah, I
hear that, people?
Yeah, exactly. I've been putting work. Nicole came out 2018. It's 2023, about to be 2024. I've been in the game for a long time.
And if you're looking for a new artist to listen to, somebody who produces his own shit, records his own shit, not only does he does it on an iPad, and it sounds great.
Exactly.
Like, and that I wanted to bring that up too, because that's like the new wave.
Word.
It's device producers. Exactly. I heard that term the other day. I was like, the fuck? And they talk about they use the presets, as many apps as they can, trying to figure it out. And they're all doing it from iPads, from their phones. So I'm like,
I recommend having 2 iPads. I'm thinking about getting a second iPad. 1 iPad for just recording at home, and 1 iPad to go.
Yeah, but they're so powerful. When I worked in that studio for a week, they had a whole room powered by an iPad,
which is crazy.
And it was Pro Tools on a fucking iPad, and they just had a keyboard and mouse. I was like,
it's amazing.
We could do that? God damn it.
How much money I could have saved, bro?
No, but I always make that joke, but I've always been chasing a certain sound since I started, and I finally feel like I'm right there. Right there.
Word. Absolute word. And I think in this particular journey, I mean, we've been working so much. I mean, here's another thing. I've been to other studios. I haven't been recording that setup you see. I haven't recorded always like that. I made the beats off the iPad, but for a good majority of Shades of Paulo songs, my first 2 projects, that's pretty much it. Studio. Okay. And we've been the first one.
Makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, first one. The studio doesn't exist anymore. I believe they got bought out, kicked out, and the land is now being used for something else.
Word.
But we did like the studio so much, but so many stupid stories. Shout out to George if he's still breathing. YRS MIDI Studios. That was back at Castleberry, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and then
that's a drive,
bro. Colton did it every day. And man,
that's commitment, man.
He loved me, bro. I love him too.
That's amazing.
But like, maybe not the drive too. Like maybe he said, you know what? Maybe you should take the train. So I did. I took the train. You'll pick me up.
Yo, I feel that.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit, you gotta do what you gotta do, man.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
That's oh my god. And somebody's willing to record you for free. Makes you. This was.
Well, I mean, that particular one, I say free because the money was practically nothing.
Yeah.
All right. He was charging.
That's amazing.
YRS was charging, and I'm gonna be honest with the prices. He's doing this as a favor. We're doing this as fam. It's not really about the money. Yeah, he got a little money, but it wasn't like that.
Yeah.
YRS, it was $300 for 10 hours.
What the fuck?
That was back then, and the studio wasn't that great, right?
That's amazing.
It's about to get crazier, right? 300, 10 hours. And he split with Colton the money.
Wow.
60-40 because I'm bringing an engineer.
Wow.
Right? And that engineer, he's cool with, right? But he also used Colton a little too much for stuff he didn't want. So, we wanted to save money. We wanted to
Colton is a genius.
He's a genius, bro. He's a
genius.
It's true. But we started having issues with finances because that's a lot of money and this is not the progress we want. And honestly, Colin looks at the gear and says, bro, this is crap. Right?
Feel him.
So I started, while he was mixing one of the songs for, I think, Kasik, I started writing down the list. And that song is stuck. That one is the only one he recorded for himself at the studio that he released.
Wow.
I started writing down a list of studios to call. And then we landed on a studio we've been trying to avoid because we hear, it's okay. Right? That type of shit. And Pro 192.
Okay.
And I remember it was shout out to Prince. God, what is his name? Pretty Boy J. Shout out to Pretty Boy J. He's an artist, R&B artist.
Okay.
Good one. He answered the phone. It sounded like he was asleep or whatever. And he's like, "Hey, what's up, my man?" And I was like, "Hey, man," explain the situation. I said, "Hey, I got my own." I asked him how much it cost. It cost a lot of money. Then I said, "What if I have my own engineer?" He's like, "You have an engineer?" And I said, "Yeah, I have an engineer. 200 for 20 hours.
Wow.
And I said, can you give me can I get like a view of the studio? We go to the studio and bro.
That's actually really
we got tight with the owner. Shout out to Chris, wherever you're doing. I'm sure you're still living in Lake Tivoli. Yeah.
Bro, that studio's still going.
Yeah, no. I
going.
think Kodak was there.
Nice.
Kodak has showed up. There was another rapper from Orlando. I don't remember. Not Danny Towers. I think Dave with a Grave. I'm sorry, Dave with a something with a Grave. Yeah, there's a lot of rappers that showed up, and he was getting a lot of love. He showed some of them parties and shit, and try to showcase the talent. Mm-hmm. And mad respect for Chris. Nice. Yeah, so we started working there, and man, a lot of the connections. I got to learn a lot. I gotta respect Chris. Sometimes he'll sit down and say, "Hey, bro, man, are you doing this for the love? Or are you doing this for the money? Which one?" And then I started realizing, his job is to focus on success. My job is the art, and I care too much about the arts to be where he needs. Yeah.
No, I feel. Oh my God, I feel that shit too, man.
Word.
Wow.
At that point, man, we just been working, man. Kasik, Judas, and I. We have been working so much music, and Kasik is probably like the best lyricist I've ever rapped with. And I've rapped with other rappers too. I doing open mics and shit. I rap with plenty of rappers. Yeah. Sometimes I get a lot of love. Sometimes I get a lot of hate. It just depends on how you like your music.
No, it's true. That's a fact. It literally just depends. But music is subjective. It's art.
Absolutely.
It's art. It's subjective. Man.
I got to give respect to everyone I mentioned. But yeah, man, shout out to Kasik, Judas, Sid Cypress, Colton Daly, shout out to Dre Ponda, shout out to Duo, as much as we ain't talk.
Hey, but that was somebody that had a big influence in the reason why you're even sitting in my chair right now.
Exactly, man. I gotta be honest. This is the first interview. Well, no, it's not my first. This is my second. That shit never. Sorry, not the ones that I'm in here.
Yeah.
There was some other. It was a bad interview. Yo, she never released it.
Really?
No, she didn't release the other person either. I guess she just wasn't having a good day.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it or?
I mean, shit, man.
I mean, you don't
it's not gonna be released.
Okay.
Whatever. Shout out to G Bree Honey. I don't remember her name.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know who you.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But wow, man, that's crazy. But it is true, like, cause I feel.
We are Puerto Rican. That's important.
Explains the big pun. But I was gonna say that before. I mean, he's somebody more you can identify with. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's one of the biggest things.
I honestly couldn't really see myself rapping. Like at third grade, I like tried to have a few bars and try to do it. Really, I wanted to imitate Daddy Yankee. And it's not because I speak Spanish. I don't.
Yeah.
But I speak a little bit, but not much. But the reason why is because he was such a big impact in my community. Not just,
bro,
the
I
block.
had Daddy Yankee shoes.
Bro, word.
Like, I know, I feel that shit.
Yeah, my sister used to listen, besides the Southern hip-hop music, she listened to a little, and the Nas. She also listened to a lot of Daddy Yankee, Don Omar, Calle 13, fucking Diego Calderon, which is my
top
favorite.
tier. These are all S tier reggaeton artists.
Exactly. She listened to all them shits, and I grew up in Kissimmee in BVL in 2003, where Puerto Ricans were really coming.
Nigga, I lived in downtown Orlando.
Oh, where?
I know. Well, that's my family. I'm Puerto Rican and Jamaican. I like grew up with my Puerto Rican family. I don't know the other side. Like that's all. That's how I.
It's all about
grew up.
family with us.
Yeah, man.
We might have a fucked up family or whatever, but we'll always get together at Christmas.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Get drunk.
Get drunk as fuck.
Exactly. You know.
Party like 3 a.m.
Absolute word. And honestly, bro, like that correlated to Beat Dot finding myself rapping until I got my Xbox 360. I got it from a homie who got it from a crack dealer. Not that they were dealing crack. I'm only saying this because it's just funny shit.
But that's Kissimmee.
No, this was back in Brandon, Florida.
Whoa.
I lived in Brandon for 3 years.
That's Florida.
I lived in Kissimmee and then went to Brandon and came back to Kissimmee. So that, bro, I remember going through that Xbox 360 and I heard that Capital Punishment and I heard Twins 98. Do, do, do. Ready for war, Joe. Dead in the middle of Little. All that shit, bro. All that shit. And I was like, I liking it.
Can you feel it?
Exactly. I'm liking it. And then I saw that he was Puerto Rican. I was like, oh my God. Wow. I've never heard of a Puerto Rican rapper. Quick, give me 3 Puerto Rican rappers that are rapping in English.
Fuck.
You can't think of any.
Fat Joe.
Oh, Fat Joe's half Puerto Rican, half Cuban.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Isn't Jim Jones Puerto Rican?
Ah, shit. I don't know about Jim Jones.
Damn.
I know Wi-Fi's Funeral. He's Puerto Rican.
Okay.
That's it. Chino XL. I think he's Puerto Rican.
What is Lil Pump?
He's a Latin American. That's all you need to know.
Fuck it, today's Puerto Rican. Proved you now.
Exactly, word. but we think that shit matter. That's why Shades Apollo, the name matters.
Yeah,
because Palo Viejo.
It's culture. Yeah. And that's what hip hop is all about.
We're different shades.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Exactly.
That's dope, man.
Exactly. Word. Fuck. Exactly. All, Boricua Morena, it's all love, bro.
That's how it's always been. And then the internet, people want to troll.
Yeah.
And then people fucking actually take trolls seriously. And then there goes a whole cultural fucking thing for no reason.
Absolute word. They get mad because of Fat Joe saying nigga. And it's like, bro, like,
are you...
He's been saying it since 93. What? Yo.
Unpopular
but he's white.
Puerto Ricans are allowed to do it.
And don't get me wrong. I'm not going to deny this motherfucker white. He's white Latino. But bro, you hear beware? And you didn't even think about that. Yeah. So.
No, that's just people being overly sensitive. I don't know. I'm not no red pill. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that means. You know what that means? Red or blue pill? That shit?
Something.
I don't know
masculine,
what that is.
I think red pill's supposed to be like masculine toxic. I don't know. The old world, blue is be open-minded. So like liberal. I don't know, bro.
I don't fucking know.
I don't give a shit.
I smoke too much weed to buy into that
I don't
bullshit.
take pills.
Yeah, literally. I don't take pills.
I don't need them blue pills, bro.
What the fuck? Get that shit out of here.
Word.
I know what I know is right. But so bro, let's get into something fun.
All right, word. Go ahead.
So I got a producers, like, I guess in your opinion, who's better?
Okay, where?
All right. Metro Boomin or Hit Boy?
That's a tough one.
I know.
I'm sorry, Kasik. I'm picking Metro Boomin, although he likes Hit Boy for those Nas albums that he's been recently doing.
Of course, because I mean, and
didn't Hit Boy did the Backseat Freestyle song for Kendrick Lamar? I'm about to look that up. Sorry, live research.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but no. But I'm picking Metro Boomin because he's just good.
His catalog is massive.
He can get dark too,
man.
Yeah, exactly.
He can bring all the vibe. All right, I agree with you.
Word, absolute word, bro.
All right, Metro. Okay, RZA or Dr. Dre?
RZA. I'm sorry.
Easy.
I'm sorry.
That was fast too.
No, but me and Kasik, we have these conversations a lot, right? Between producers and rappers all the time. Yeah. We'll do brackets. And we'll do it like that. Bro, it's fun.
Word.
One of these days, we'll do it.
Yo, we gotta do some crazy shit like that.
We'll come on the podcast. We'll say, all right, let's just do it.
Yeah, literally. I'll probably make a little diagram or something.
Exactly. I can show you the app. You can make it. But I'm going to say RZA because that early 90s lo-fi underground hip-hop was so groundbreaking. And I'm sorry, this one's probably even more accurate. I'm a little biased. I like New York hip hop a little bit better than West Coast.
Oh,
I'm a little biased.
Hey.
It may be because I don't have any family from the West Coast.
I feel you.
But also,
I feel you.
That rough, rugged sound, I love it.
Oh my God.
I love it. RZA, I mean,
like
only built for Cuban links.
Oh, that's true.
Absolute word. Ice Cube is some of the best beats I've ever heard. Cream, Cash, that, and I done the piano.
Yeah, we go. Oh my God, I love figuring out those melodies when you do it by accident too. It's like whoa,
word. Exactly. Sometimes you'll just find some of these samples, and you'll find a little bit of relativity to everything.
Yes,
and that's what hip hop is. That's reinventing everything.
Yeah, and that's what it's coming back to.
Exactly.
The Gen Z wants it to.
I don't think we should all go back, but I do think the sampling should be prevalent no matter what.
Yeah, but that's what hip hop is.
Yeah, most of the time. I mean, Dre, sometimes he'll sample, but sometimes he'll just recreate the sample.
Yeah,
and I love that shit.
That's fair. Yeah. Okay,
right,
so RZA, all right, Rick Rubin or Quincy Jones?
Oh, dude, Quincy, bro. Quincy, bro.
Damn.
Quincy.
Yeah, because when you put it in that timeline, I'm like, okay, I mismatched it a little bit.
Nah, if you take it off hip hop, put Quincy Jones and Willie Colon, I don't know who to pick. Because Willie Colon is so on everyone's shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a great one.
No, it's a great. Trust me, we had these conversations. You should just join in. We should just come in and just have one.
So excited. All right, so Pharrell or Timbaland?
That's a tough one. Damn, I'm gonna have to. You know, I think they both hit nostalgia, but I think Timbo hits nostalgia a little harder for me. I mean, Promiscuous Girl. Some of those Jay-Z songs he did.
That's true. Justin Timberlake.
I never listened to but my sister did. She's a big fan of Justin Timberlake. But I'm going to say Pharrell because there's so many things in the future he did that I fucked with. I mean, Pharrell is involved from the very, very, very late 90s to 2022. He did Mr. Morale.
He just worked with Jack Harlow on his last album.
Exactly. He's making and all he does is make hits. And plus, I'm a big Tyler fan. True. I'm a big Tyler fan. So I would feel weird if I picked Timbo and not appreciate what Pharrell gave me, which is Tyler.
Yeah. No, that's facts.
Exactly. Yeah. And then Clips, forget about it, bro.
Ooh, so then, oh man. All right. So Warren G or MF Doom?
MF Doom. I can't say I know too much Warren G.
Warren G. Yeah. Well, and that makes a lot of sense because again, that's East and West Coast again.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, look, my favorite rappers is Kendrick and Tyler. They're both West Coast. Wow, so I also want to say I am biased, but I will love you if you're good.
But you see, and that goes into culture again because when we're growing up, Kendrick and Tyler. Right?
Kendrick. Tyler probably is like a little early for me because Tyler, I have seen him grown since Goblin. But Kendrick and Cole coming with those two albums, 2014. And my sister put me on the Cole first because we're East Coast.
Yeah.
but plus a lot of people think Cole is more digestible by the way he raps, not too deep into the artsy shit that Kendrick goes for, and also Cole seems relatable. With Kendrick, it's like there's baggage. The poetry is deep. It's not deep like oh, this shit's smart. Oh, I get it because Luigi, right?
Yeah.
But Kendrick is like, wow, I have to dissect it.
Yeah.
This is a college student's rapper.
Makes sense.
And I love
it.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. But going back to what was it?
It was Warren G and MF Doom.
Yeah, no, Doom. I'm sorry, Doom. I'm sorry, Warren G. Doom is just his rhyming scheme. Accordion alone is better than anything Warren G. I'm pretty sure, from my opinion, because I like those sounds.
Yeah, no, I know exactly what you're saying. Yeah. I know exactly what you're saying.
Warren G, because if Warren G sounds similar to Dr. Dre because of G Funk, I'm not a big fan of G Funk.
That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is. He's like one of the kings of G Funk. It's in his name, Warren G.
Exactly.
Okay. So, Q-Tip or J Dilla?
Sorry, Yari, Q-Tip. Sorry, Cassie, Q-Tip. Oh man, nah, he'd be mad because right now he's the biggest Dilla fan.
Yeah.
But I love Q-Tip's music, and maybe if someone were to be in the same room with me, say, okay, you see this song you like? Yeah, it's fucking Jay Dilla who produced this. Like for instance, Chance the Rapper's song, it's from Acid Rap, Everybody Something. That's a beat from Jay Dilla, and that's my favorite song from Chance. So if someone was there to always point to me to the Phariside songs, to the Common songs,
So
what is Dilla? Maybe I might give him more credit, but Q-Tip, I mean, shit, bro. I love A Tribe Called Quest.
Yes, that's honestly that's what makes me just be like Q-Tip.
Like Q-Tip is involved in Illmatic.
Yeah.
Q-Tip's involved in a lot of Queens rappers. I mean, shit. I even listened to Janet Jackson's album when Q-Tip had a hand in it. Yeah, I think
That's
Q-Tip is
true.
better,
Holy
and
shit.
he's good at getting into your feelings with examples.
Yes.
Absolute word.
Wow. Okay. All right, and then let's do Swiss Beats and Scott Storch.
That's a tough one. I'm actually going quite the opposite. I'm picking Scott Storch.
Wow. Okay.
I'm picking Scott Storch
Man,
because he made a lot of hits. A lot of hits. I'm also going to say that Scott Storch also basically impacted the whole hip hop game, even New York. I mean, Lean Back, Candy
dude.
Shop.
Oh my. Yep.
Yeah, these songs are there. Fucking
literally my childhood. Right.
and then you go to the West Coast, still Dre.
Yeah.
A few Dr. Dre songs.
Yeah.
And from my understanding, because he's the one that taught me this, Scott Storch was taught by Dre, I believe, right?
Okay.
He learned from him. Yeah. He was part of that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
fucking Dr. Dre has a hand in a lot of producers.
He does. He has a lot of artists.
Kind of amazing.
A lot of artists. Eminem, Exhibit, a lot. NWA.
Yeah.
Himself. Snoop.
Yep.
Hey, Tupac a little bit, not too much, but
yeah. In the early days.
Yeah. Well, later in his life.
Hail Mary.
Did he do that beat?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh,
That's Dre.
I thought that was fucking Daz. I don't remember the name of the fucking guy, but I fucked up. I'm sorry.
No,
Don't shoot me. That's how you know West Coast. I don't know too much.
And that's so crazy because my family's all East Coast. My dad hates anything West Coast because that's the era he grew up in, and he lived in Jersey. So anything West Coast, I don't want it. Like, don't fucking bring any of that shit. Like, I'm like, damn, man. I was like, you would love California, then, which is crazy because one of my biggest influences in music is that G-Funk sound.
Wow, really?
Yes.
I can tell with the melodies.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's
you're
one
more
of my
melody
favorite
based. Yeah. East Coast, at least for me.
My last album, Esteem, essentially that was what G-Funk should sound like in 2023. That's me. That's just that was my goal. But I don't know if I accomplished. Who knows?
I feel like there's the influences is there, but man, I can't get into G-Funk, bro. that biasness is there, bro.
No, I feel you. No shit.
Yeah.
That's literally.
I can name all the West Coast rappers I like. I just don't want to. I just want y'all to know. I just can't, bro. What's next?
Okay, no, the last one. I'm gonna change what I wrote here. But old Kanye or new Kanye?
Fuck.
Kanye versus himself.
What do you consider new Kanye? Where does the bar?
I would say Yeezus. Yeezus up.
Yeezus up. Okay, I agree with you.
Okay.
I agree with you. I'm going to pick. This is really tough.
Yeah,
but I'm going to pick new Kanye.
Ooh,
and I'll tell you why.
Okay.
The sounds are always, for me, not expected.
Yes.
Now,
100%.
That being said, ladies and gentlemen, Graduation's my favorite album. Graduation is a complete work. It's good, has great songs, but The Life of Pablo is a trip.
Yeah.
The Life of Pablo is what made me a Kanye fan.
Yeah, bro.
Well, that and a little bit of My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, but
yes.
I had certain songs I would play beats and rap to.
Yeah.
And I think Kanye is probably one of the most important producers for me because especially after Yeezus, right on Yeezus, beats just sound a little more unconventional, and I love it. Every time I listen to
it makes a lot of sense.
The meme on Wolves, she could say whatever, but that sounded beautiful the first time I heard it.
Yeah.
Fucking
Blood on the Trees. That's one of my favorite Kanye songs.
Even
or Blood on the Leaves. Excuse me.
Blood on the Leaves. Yeah. that song came and it's not even on an album. There's some songs that are just not on albums.
No.
And you know, I think Kanye is just one of those artists that just keeps doing things completely unconventional, or maybe a little bit of convention here and there, but completely unconventional. And I think he's the type of dude who start trends. You know, just like the Steve Jobs, just like the Bill Gates, they start trends.
It's true. It's true. And everybody's dude, and I was listening, I think Charlemagne was talking about it. How Kanye's new shit is like, this is the next Kanye run, apparently. I'm
not ready to say that yet, but
I know. I need to hear it.
Because Donda kind of fell flat for me. Jesus Walks alienated me.
I feel you.
I'm sorry. Jesus, God, Jesus King, that one.
Yeah. But that's funny. I know. Yeah, okay.
But I think,
damn, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, and that's kind of what he's doing right now, anyway, by saying such crazy shit. And, yeah.
Well, I don't even give a shit about what he's saying. I keep it to the music.
Keep it to the music.
Is the artist doing great shit? Yes. If I take out the context of Tom McDonald's shit and listen to his music,
I'll hate it.
I'll hate it because it's still there.
Yeah, literally.
So when you don't like a character like Eminem,
yeah,
and then you listen to his music, which only invigorates the ideas of who he is.
Yeah,
I can see why my sister doesn't like a rapper that was the biggest of her time.
Yeah, it makes sense, but it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, because his personal life is a little bit there.
Yeah, and if you don't resonate with that, if you can't imagine what it could be, or if you don't even want similar situations to affect your life, why would you? I'm not gonna listen to that shit.
I love Mr. Kyle, but the problem is that he probably raped a few times. But shake that ass. Watch yourself. Shake that ass. Show me what you're working with. That shit is good. Yeah. I love playing GTA 4 and I love that song.
Yeah, that's so fucking true. I forgot that about Mystical.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Great rapper, unique as shit, but probably should stay in jail.
But no, definitely.
You know, yeah. There's so many examples of that. But yeah, that's basically it.
Okay. So earlier we talked about AI and music.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, I wanted to talk about that shit.
Niggas smiling and shit.
I know, right? I'm stupid.
I don't even have a whole lot of information on that, but fuck it. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, I just want to know your opinion. How would you feel if GarageBand updated tomorrow with AI mastering? Would you use it?
The short answer is yes.
Yeah.
All right? Because why not?
Yeah.
You're curious, and the AI people that are providing it for you for hopefully free, are probably just using you to learn how to do it better. So that
that's a fact.
They could make an AI system that could just steal everything from you. I'm not talking just finances, but everything from you.
Everything, your ideas, So
you're just a cell in a giant organization.
FL Studios already has a feature that even if you're not recording or doing anything, you're just playing on the piano, you can recall what you just played and it'll pop up.
That's crazy.
So it's already stealing your.
Can that setting be turned off? Shit.
I don't know, but I like it.
So we're the short answer is yes, and I think you agree too, right?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of plugins that I've bought before updated recently, and they've come with AI. I'm like, these are plugins I already use. I'm not gonna not try the features.
The only thing
and right now it misses a little bit for me. Because again, I like to achieve a specific sound. And the AI is a lot of preset based.
Word.
Yeah. So it's going to take you to what it feels like it should sound like.
Exactly.
Sometimes it gets it in the right spot and you're like, damn, my mix was on point then. But
I think if I was an artist who's trying to get rich or who's trying to make this a business, then the AI is a no-brainer, yes.
Yeah, that's a
because fact. Whatever advantage. But as an artist, if you are a painter and you have the AI to make sure you paint good, as an artist, would you honestly even give a shit? Or they're not doing this for money in the first place. You were inspired. Yeah. Instead, you have this AI doing it for you. You're not doing it. You're not an artist.
Yeah.
And that's facts. Exactly. You could pretend to be an artist because that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
You're pretending to be an artist, but really a machine's doing it for you. But hey, if it makes you money, good. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes
can't knock a hustle.
Exactly.
Can't knock a hustle.
Exactly. Eventually, I don't think you'll be able to fucking,
No, well, YouTube's already updating its like platform, and it's gonna start like watermarking content that has been made by AI. So it already understands the coding and all that stuff. So it's gonna start. There's gonna have to be a disclaimer. This was generated by AI.
That's crazy.
So yeah, that shit that just goes into more like copyright shit. Some guy is suing because he made an image with AI, and I don't know. He tried to like copyright it, but he can't. So he's suing the fucking government.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
I'm
crazy.
like, yo, what the fuck? But did you actually create that? Is that really your intellectual property? I know you have to type in commands and stuff, but you didn't really know it. You typed in some words. Like, if I type in the same exact words, I can possibly get the same image.
Exactly. And I don't think AI is even, like you said, the presets, they're not there yet.
Yeah, no.
Because, I mean, I remember...
I don't think so.
I remember Judas said, yo, my dad just typed in a rap song for me. He typed into the AI to make a rap song. And then I read it, and bro, like, I swear to God, he wrote him a few of them, and they all kind of look similar. And I went to that website, did it. It still looks similar. I was like, oh, the AI is just not smart yet. But like,
no, but
it's making rhymes. It's just using the same exact ones.
But you said it before. It is using us right now to learn how to make it better.
And if you don't want AI to get too powerful, just don't participate in it.
Literally.
Yeah, don't try to knock people to not to do it, because those are the ones that are not usually intelligent for what they're gonna do.
No, it's a fact.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So the AI will just remain.
Use the AI.
Exactly. if you are talented enough, and if you don't use the AI will never absorb your talent. It'll absorb everyone else's. But even with AI, I think you'll be fine. Wow. It's just the marketing.
Essentially keeping everything generic and stale and almost beginner sounding.
For the mainstream. Exactly.
But then that's not even what people want anymore, though.
Exactly.
They're so tired of it. But then there's so much saturation. How are you to find a new artist?
Exactly. Like,
that's the hardest part is the discovery aspect.
Exactly. Like, reading manga and shit, or reading if you're a person that reads it online, I'm not what is it called? Manhwa.
Manga.
But the online stuff. I think it's South Korean comics.
Oh, okay.
Manga. I read manga. I read Berserk, and I look at the background, and the background is fucking detailed.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Every single to the very last block of ink that this fucking artist did is beautiful. And then I see like today's expectation and saturation of manga, and bro, there's no backgrounds. It's just there's just a character drawn maybe 50 different times in each panel.
Wow.
And then that still sells because...
That's depressing.
That is depressing. And that's why I get so mad when I pick up a lot of manga today, because sometimes it's just not that detailed. Yeah. Not all the time. And it makes me think, if we have a lot of people who draw like that and they all use AI, and whatever the mainstream becomes is whatever they think is good, so they're going to be the one. We're a slave to the capitalism at that point. Yeah. We are a consumer that's actually consuming what we already created.
Yeah, literally. Wow.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's fucking facts.
So
holy shit.
I keep away from that.
Damn. So, but I feel like that's what you just said is going to be a popular opinion. People are going to want art made by a human.
Exactly.
Like, they're going to be like, yo, I know that's AI. I don't want that shit. Like,
we hear it today.
Yeah.
But it's noticeable.
Yeah.
Until the AI learns how we actually function.
Because essentially what it is a computer brain.
Exactly.
So like eventually there's gonna be a computer soul. I don't know.
Absolute word. Absolute word.
Oh shit. Yo, that goes into a little bit. That could segue into what I wanted to ask before.
What's up?
So when we're talking about with the oversaturation of again with everything, how was it possible to get discovered? Artists kind of have to become content creators now.
Yeah. You gotta have a personality.
Yeah.
So it makes me think, oh, okay, it's not just I need a face to look at.
Yeah.
I need to if you and I know there's AI artists out there, but I never came across them
there's
or
AI
I didn't
models.
notice.
There's AI models that just you don't.
That's scary.
Yeah, dude.
That's scary. Like fuck, bro. Like the FBI must be really on to this. Like yo, here, let me just Bob, watch this shit. I think for sure that the oversaturation of AI being involved will make things for us in our enjoyment happier to an extent. I feel like the one person who says, wow, this is just the same shit we've all been experiencing, or better yet, it's lazy. Because one thing AI does, it gets the job done, but I don't think it knows how to make a good job happen.
No.
It doesn't know how to do a good job. Because how could you learn to make a good job when the person who can do a good job has not given you that? And I feel like I said, that oversaturation in content creators, they're forced to right now because I don't trust anyone without seeing their face. You know how many?
No, that's a fact.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
It sounds weird, but like, if
it's why I don't solicit.
There's one artist that just proved me an exception, and that's MF Doom.
Okay.
But he made that mask. He made a persona for himself that still counts.
And he essentially made a freaking cult.
Exactly.
He has a community.
Exactly.
There's people that want to believe in his art. This is what we like. That.
But don't you ever get crazy when you hear something and you just don't know where it's from, but you see the video, but you have no source?
Oh my God.
I love it when an artist does that. It's like I'm going back to the porn days, but like it's like getting that porn video, you don't even know where it's from. You've seen it, there's so many different posts of it.
Yeah.
But there's no original who is she? No one can answer.
No one knows who she is.
Exactly.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Absolute.
Damn.
Nah, like I
so
think that's the hardest thing. It's hard for a human to do that.
Yeah.
We're being forced to because of machines' presence is so much better and prominent to us. Yeah. That's basically.
No, it makes sense. And I feel like we gotta step it up, man.
Word.
We gotta step it up.
We gotta keep grinding, even though we hate it.
You gotta.
Sometimes people can see through the grind.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And that shit ruins it. You kind of gotta be a rock star. You have to, again, you gotta start making moments. You have to form a community. You gotta.
Sometimes your popularity is based off those numbers. If he sounds good. 873 views. Fuck it, I'm never seeing him again.
Nope.
Let me go look at his channel. Oh, he only has 2 subscribers. Do I really want to be the 3rd subscriber? How many videos he has? 50.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
No, but that's kind of my thing. Since I've been uploading on YouTube, my subscribers have been actually going up.
Exactly.
And like a lot. Good. And I'm like, damn, that's amazing. And what is kind of cool is that whenever you do get to subscribe, I have 78 videos on that shit already. I have my entire music catalog in separate little files.
You have content. And I think for a podcast, that matters.
Yeah.
Because no one, at least for me, I don't want to go into a podcast who only has like 2. I'm going to be finished with it. I want to binge it like a TV series.
Yes. So if you want to ever catch my early episodes, I never plug Spotify, but it's there. It's on Apple Music. Anywhere you listen to podcasts, I have
DragonLand podcast. Yeah.
I have like 4 or 5 complete podcasts here on YouTube, but on audio, there's like 40.
Absolutely, exactly.
And that's
catalog, bro.
That catalog, and you see, and I still feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I still need, how do I make this better than the last one?
But it takes so much out of your personal life.
Dude, this is half my personal life. Yeah, dude, literally, it's this and then chilling with my girl and my son.
People's obsessed with watching someone else's personal life. Sometimes they just need...
reality TV, bro.
Yeah.
That's essentially where that's where content is going. Have you seen Adam 22's new reality TV show?
I heard about the porn one.
For the Love of Lena.
Is that what it's called?
So it's
the porn one though, right?
Yeah.
I heard about it.
Oh
yeah.
God.
That
Fall of society.
Does he? I don't know. Does he at least fuck with her or?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay.
So that's essentially what they're doing. They're auditioning for a threesome, and that was her first male on male, like male female threesome.
Okay, all right.
So that's what the show. I actually never watched it. I kind of want to see just to experience it, so I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Exactly. That's
that fucking guy.
That's funny though.
I don't know how I feel about
no one.
shit.
I don't. Out of all interviewers, kind of wasn't expecting Adam 22
to go this far.
No,
and that's what a lot of
I
people
know he's
feel.
open-minded. I've always got the open-minded feel.
Yeah, of course. Well, he's always been into the OnlyFans shit too. It just wasn't his whole persona. It wasn't the character. Now that's all they're doing.
That's crazy.
I don't know.
Hey man, if you're making money, good luck and great.
Good luck. Yeah, I don't know.
Don't take too many blue chews now.
Yo, so if you had to make a TikTok, what would your content be? Because I don't know. Do you have a TikTok?
I don't use it.
That's what okay. Perfect. So if you had to,
I don't want to feed into the system, but I realize as a content creator, you have to. Oh, yeah. One way or another.
I kind of post like once every month. It's kind of hard to remember that it even exists.
I guess it'd probably be if I knew how to make memes, but with our music in the background. I mean,
nice.
We got some pretty memey music, you know.
Yeah.
Or you know,
you guys make skits. I told Kasik this before. I was like, those skits that you make, just do it with the phone facing up and put it on TikTok.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's the same. It's essentially that is you guys' content.
For the most part. Yeah. I mean, I feel like comedy is such, like we talked about before, comedy is probably the most important thing we can keep ourselves.
That was what season 1 of DragonLand was supposed to be, was because that was one thing. Eventually, I want to get into more doing like stand-up and stuff like that. But
okay.
That's a goal for the future.
Hey, well, you could be the first stand-up doing it on live stream.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, you know,
that'd be cool.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
That is not a bad idea.
Yeah, the only problem is that, you know, you want to make sure that execution is good.
Yes, because I get no crowd reaction, and that's kind of what stand-up is about.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, typing if they're live streaming.
Yeah, I mean, but again, I'm blind, so I'm gonna have to have that shit blown up so I can actually see.
That's true. Word.
Bro, do you got any last words, man?
Fuck.
Any final plugs? I should say. Any last words? Like I'm killing you after this.
Listen to Shades of Apollo. We on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever. I'm Tyno The Southern Rican. We got Kasik. Shout out to Kasik. You can follow him. KSQE. Big Judas. You can spell that. Come on, man. You can spell that.
You can spell that one. You know you want to spell it too. His name is so fire. I never mentioned that.
Oh, what? Big Judas? Oh, dude. He was going through so many. We didn't get to talk about names. That'll be another podcast.
That'll be on the liminal promotion.
On the liminal promotion. Got you.
Hell yeah.
Shout out to Dre Ponda. Shout out to Colton Daly. Also, shout out to my little cousin. He got a new album out. A few projects on SoundCloud.
That's what's up.
M space ASAP $ on the yes. Please change your name. A whole lot of things I could have said. Fuck. Sorry, cuz M ASAP. Check it out. You already know. Fuck. Who else? Shout out to my mama. Shout out to the devil. And I love y'all.
Yo, word. I'm Matt Dragon 666. No, I'm just kidding. 77333. That's the good one.